Alright guys, let's talk about the anime Angels of Death. Now, if you haven't seen this anime, I'd be pretty shocked because it seems to have the internet in a chokehold. But the premise of it is a girl named Rachel Gardner wakes up in a facility where she has basically no memories. And she was brought here by a counselor that became very obsessed with her eyes because of his mother. She also runs into another character named Isaac, but he likes to be called Zach. And they end up finding a way out of this building together because Rachel has a request she wants Zach to fulfill, which is ending her after she gets a memory flashback of why she's there and what she's done. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the anime in its entirety. I'm going to be talking about a theory that fans have because it's one of the theories that's been widely debated when it comes to this community, and I wanted to actually talk about it. Now, there's an ongoing theory about this scene right here. A lot of people theorize that Rachel imagined all of this and that Zach was never actually there and she jumped out of the window, ending herself after hearing about his scheduled execution. Now, this does seem to track very well considering all the things you find out about this anime. However, there is something debunking the fact that Zach was never there. It turns out he absolutely was, and the video game shows you that itself. Now, Angels of Death, when it comes to the anime, it's an adaptation of the actual video game. Now, in this picture, you can see someone from the other side of the door asking Rachel what that sound is. Rachel then quickly realizes that it's not someone who works at the facility she's being kept at. She then proceeds to barricade the door to keep them from getting inside. The voice on the other side of the door is asking what's going on in there because they can hear the banging. When Rachel won't open the door, they have to call the police, which is why we see the police cars when Zach does get to her facility. After Zach warns Rachel to get back, he then shatters the glass, and it's confirmed that the blood on the glass actually is his, and he actually did break out of prison. And after he tells Rachel to take his hand, at the end scene where all the glass is in the room, you can see the worker and the officer she had help her break down the door standing there very confused. They're no longer there. So Zach actually was there. He wasn't just a manifestation of Rachel's imagination and grief. But I can see why the theory that this was in Rachel's head tracked so much, because the look on Rachel's face when that woman told her that Zach had been sentenced to death, her eyes just went dark, like the lights went out. So I see why people thought that, but tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below, because it's actually really interesting because the video game explains a lot more than the anime did, but I think that's fairly normal. But tell me what you guys think about this in the comments down below.